All right, you math people, here we go. It is time for lesson 9, and this is adding integers. I know, you guys are like, well, I already know how to add, Miss Sissel. Well, let's see how well you add integers. Draw my Cornell lines. And here we go. So, when you're adding integers, if they're the same sign, keep the sign. It's that easy. So if you have -4 plus -5, you keep the sign, and then you just add 4 and 5 is 9. If you have +2 plus +8, if they're both positive, you keep it positive, and your answer is just a +10. Now, there is a strategy if you're getting confused. You can say, here we go, these are all negative. I have 9 negatives. Boom, just like that. I just drew little flippy coins. So this one would be 2. And they're all positive. Put a little plus inside there. Alright. And that's how I get those. Now, you're going, Miss, I don't need to do that. That's just like, what? You'll see this strategy is going to come in handy when you have positive and negative that you're trying to add together. Okay? What you need to remember is if you have the same sign, you just keep the sign and add the numbers together. Alright? Now, here we go. For different signs, what we're going to look at is, here's where absolute value comes in handy, guys. Okay? This is where absolute value is important. You are going to how do I want to say this? Keep the sign of the biggest absolute value. Okay? You're going to keep the sign of the biggest absolute value. This is what I mean. Okay? If I have -7 plus +4. Alright? -7 plus +4. Well, what's my absolute value of -7? Is 7. And my absolute value of 4 is 4. Which one is bigger? This one. So we're going to keep the negative sign. So my answer is going to be negative. I'm going to put a little 1 there. Keep the sign of the biggest absolute value. Because step 2 is now subtract. I know we're adding. I know. You're like, wait, you said we're adding. Yes. But we are adding integers of different signs. So what we want is to subtract the smaller absolute value number from the bigger absolute value number. So 7 minus 4 is 3, and I kept that negative 3. Okay? I know, your brain is kind of stretched right now. That's all right. I'm going to try to blow it out of your head. Let's keep going here. Here's another way of looking at this. If we use our commutative property, I know you guys are like, what? Oh my gosh. Yes, there are properties, and we have given them to you from time to time, but it's not really something that you guys have been asked to memorize much. But as you move forward in math, you're going to need to know this. The commutative property says it doesn't matter which order those numbers go in. Okay, so negative 7 plus 4 is the same thing as 4 plus negative 7. Now, when you're adding a negative, it's just the same thing as 4 minus 7. What? I know. It's okay. If you have $4 and it costs you $7, that means you are short. You are negative on money. So, what can we do? How much do we need? We still need $3. Look at that. It's the same thing. Here and here. Got the same. Now let's use this strategy I showed you up top. If I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 negatives, so I put my little negative sign inside the flip coin, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 positives. Okay, remember, we've said if you have a positive 1 and a negative 1, they equal 0. They make a 0 set, so they cancel each other out. So 1 minus 1, those cancel. 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 Okay, now all I have are 3 negatives. Wait a minute, isn't that what my answer was? Negative 3. Negative 3, negative 3. Look at that. Sorry about the noise. Mr. Sissel was just taking his blood pressure. All right. So, if we use this strategy, it is going to be super easy until your brain wraps around this concept. Okay? So let's do a little bit more. So if I've got negative 8 plus 5, if I use my strategy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these are all negative. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got positives. Cancel, 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 cancel. Oh, look. I got another negative 3. That seems to be my lucky number today, I guess. All right. If I do it the other way, I've got negative 8 plus 5. So the absolute value of negative 8 is 8. And the absolute value of 5 is 5. Which one is bigger? The 8 is, so therefore our answer is going to be a negative answer. And now we just do 8 minus 5, which is 3. Boom shakalaka. Okay? So that is lesson 9, adding integers. Get ready, hold on to your socks, because we are going to move on to lesson 10.